All right, let's see what we got. I guess we on. Hey, hopefully you guys should be able to hear me. Hey, what's going on, party people? How's everyone doing today? Hopefully you guys are doing great. Well, if this is your first time here, welcome. I go by the name of Lespri. I am a spiritual healer, and essentially, what I do as a spiritual healer is that I help people to attain their highest level of consciousness. Now, in this channel, to give is to receive, what we do here, I use what I call the power of words to help you to attain your highest level of consciousness. Now, when I'm talking about the power of words, what that is pretty much, it's, what you would call, let's just say, when you see a quote, or a proverb, like certain quotes and how they appeal to you. Like sometimes you may be inspired or you may feel motivated by certain, quotes. What you are witnessing is the power of that word. You are witnessing, you know, um, how the word is actually acting on you. And what happened in that process is as you're looking at those quotes, they somehow almost demand your attention, meaning it had bypassed your conscious mind without even you paying attention to it. And then at that point, it helps you to become receptive. So now, you get to explore or you get to, really process or digest the actual intelligence that's being displayed in those statements. So for me, also when I'm talking about the power of words, then I realize it's not necessarily, you see how people are saying words are powerful, which they are, but what are we talking about though? Do you see what I'm saying? They say be careful what you say. Mm, okay, I mean, I got it. I even see some people going like using the word bad boy, to show Diddy. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because if you truly want to talk about bad boy, like, it could be in a good sense too. It doesn't have to be actually that. And he didn't have to manifest it that way, because a true bad boy, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, that could be a nutty boy, you know what I'm saying? But I don't see it really as a bad. It's not bad to me. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson bad. Now that's bad to me. You feel me? But again, but I'm saying that to say, for me personally, I came to realize when I'm talking about the power of words, it's not, the meaning of a word or how things are, I mean, or what is being said, but it's how it's being said. And when you look at those, let's just say, saying, they are structured a certain way. That's what you see in poetry, or if you want to look at rap music, or if you want to look at, I mean, they are all different respectively, but the one common thing you'll see here is how they're being structured. Because when you talk about poetry, it's structured a certain way, and that's what makes the beauty of it too. Lyrics or those proverbs. I mean, it's how they're being said. So for me, when I'm talking about the power of words, I'm referring to those quotes, how these things are being said, and how and the wealth of wisdom that is packed into those fucking statements. Just like the one we're gonna be talking about tonight. Like this shit is just anyway. So for me, like and when I get to see the words that way, or when I become receptive to it in that sense, I am witnessing how the words is fucking me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like that's when you go like, oh, preach, past. You know what I'm saying? Or you go on. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what that is to me. And that's what we use in the channel to help you to enhance or to attain your highest level of consciousness. Now, as a disclaimer, I always like to let people know, like for me, when it comes to wisdom, wisdom is wisdom regardless of where it comes from. You know, so a lot of those quotes, for me, I mean, I get them out of, let's just say, Christianity, voodoo, fucking Hinduism. In fact, the one we're going to be talking about tonight is from the Gita, the Bhagavad Gita, um, the Buddhas. I mean, name it. It doesn't matter to me. As long as there's wisdom in it and there's something I could learn from it. Because at that point, if it's adding values to me, that's what I'm concerned with. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what you will also see here too. And that's pretty much, as a disclaimer, just so you know, I mean, it's all part of the process. That's what you're in for. But anyway, yeah, let me see. And another thing too, when it comes to the power of the words, and just to show you how beneficial those things are, and to me, like I always tell people, if there's a shortcut in life, those are probably the only shortcut. Because what those quotes also provide you is that they give you an understanding of something that you didn't have to experience. So it's truly empowerment too. It empowers you because now it's giving you an understanding that you didn't have before. But not just that, you didn't have to go through the process, or you didn't have to. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's where like reading books help. You know what I'm saying? Stepping outside of your comfort zone help. Do you see what I'm saying? But anyway, I mean, I just don't want to turn this into a preaching shit. But it's almost like that's where you have to invest on you too. So when you start to understand these things about you, but again, I think in my last recording, I was also talking about, how, when you fully know your essence, then you understand. Just like you gotta eat, you gotta take a shower. Well, nigga, you gotta put some shit in your mind too. Like, I mean, it's all part of it. Like, but most of us are just taking care of half part of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Forgetting the other half. And that's when you're not complete. Because for you to fully be complete or even to thrive as a human being, you need to embrace both of those sides. That's why in yourself you need God, and God needs you need your physical self. You got to take care. You have to acknowledge your physical self as well as you have to acknowledge your spiritual side as well. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who's going to be sane, it's would be the ones who have fully embraced themselves. And that's what being attaining your highest level of consciousness or you becoming Christ like is pretty much all about. But anyway, we're going to get into all of that because what we're going to be talking about tonight, it pretty much, plays a big part into everything I just talked about. But I just got ahead of myself a little bit. But anyway, so going back to what we're going to be talking about tonight, guys. So, with no further ado, let's just jump right into it. It says, hold on. All right, so I was just gonna take a look. I think somehow, but anyway, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Set thy heart upon thy work. Set thy heart upon thy work, but never on its reward. So put thy heart upon thy work, but never on its reward. Damn. Let me shut this shit down. Damn. Now that statement right there, it's a fully loaded statement, guys. Because actually, like, if you understand that statement right there, or that quote right there, it's like you have low key find the key to your freedom. So now let's break it down. Let's get into the statement itself to truly understand now. Because this is pretty much asking you to put your heart to your work. Put your heart to your work, never on the fucking reward. Now, first of all, this statement. This is to show you how strong this statement here is, because this is already assuming you are in alignment with yourself. Because a lot of us, we don't truly put our heart into our work. But for you to even do that in itself, you would have to be in alignment with your feelings, with your heart. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is where, like, this is already, that statement in itself is, it's already, to me, it's already too much, because it's like I have to, okay, let's dumb it down for a second. Let's just slow it down so we could spit it out. Because for you to even put your heart into your work, I mean, this is what following your passion is all about. This is why this is what you using your gifts are all about. That would be you putting your money into yourself, but most importantly is to put your heart into yourself, your work. And I could say yourself, your work, and I'll break that down a little bit later, because when you truly, the thing about hard work, like people, I mean, always say, it's not the results, but it's the person you have become. Meaning, you have to become disciplined. The disciplines that you have to follow, the rules you have to follow, you have to become those things. So as you follow, when you got to wake up early, guess what you're doing? You changing your body. You are waking up early. You becoming more, let's just say, you know what I'm saying? You're becoming more disciplined, but you're also building on your self confidence and all that shit. So that's why when it comes to hard work, it's never the results. It has to be. It is the person that you have become. So that's why you know what I'm saying your work speaks for who you are. You know what I'm saying? So again, I mean, I guess I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but just to slow it down a little bit, to going back to what we were talking about here, just to make the connection. You first you got to be in alignment with you. If you're not in alignment with yourself, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you already lost. You know what I'm saying? You're not even in the game to play the game. So, I mean, at that point, I can't even say lost because you're not even in the game. So it's almost like you don't even matter. So putting your heart into your work, implying you got to have that inward connection with yourself. That requires for you to choose you. And as you're doing so, those gifts that you have that you're working on, your gifts is what you have to offer. It's your presence, if you know what I'm saying. So that's why for me, I already know the reward is in what I'm doing in itself. That's why for me, it doesn't matter about the views. Do you know you can actually buy views? You can buy views, just like somebody can also fuck up your channel. But for me, because I'm in alignment with me, baby, like the enemy without, like, doesn't even exist. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can never touch me because, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in alignment with me. And that's why we also say, too, to control yourself, that's your success. I mean, that's your mantra of success. You got to control you. But anyway, like, as you embrace yourself, you know what I'm saying? And ironically, just like I was talking about, now that's your key. That's your key to freedom. Because now, but not just that, the fulfillment that you also get before you even get the result. It's rewarding in itself. The person you have became from the little boy to a man, because now you had to implement a lot of those discipline, the self confidence, and the changes into yourself. That's why as you follow your career, you follow your gifts, you will also transform as a person. And that's what you see a lot of artists go through, musician goes through it, like a lot of people who are productive, or you know what I'm saying, creative, you know what I'm saying, who's using your talent, you're gonna evolve with time. And also as a person. That's why us, like for me as a spiritual healer, I that's my connection. I understand my artistic part. That's what makes me a fucking artist. And that's why you'll see guy like me. I mean, I would have some sort. I mean, I have a fucking affinity of love for those fucking musicians, comedians. It's like these guys are like my fucking idols too. Because and you'll see the growth and I mean like they're doing it through their arts. I'm doing it through God, meaning through understanding. I mean, that's how they. I mean, listen, it's. Oh man, that transformation, that self realization, the whole progress, the whole process, the whole becoming. It's just it's you have to go through it. You got to go through it. But you know what I'm saying. But putting your heart into your work, I mean, shit, like it goes a long way. Not only that, you become your own fucking reward, but just like I was saying, the self fulfillment that you have. It's almost like you are inside of a. You know how, there's a. They always try to picture Earth. Okay, picture Earth as a prison cells, but the door is not locked. So your body could be, you could feel limited by your body, but when you become fulfilled into yourself, you have transcended your body. There's no limitation because it's almost like it's that's when you get out of the prison. Like it doesn't matter. Then you realize I was always free, but you had to realize that. And that realization, it's you becoming whole. When you become whole, like, cause trust me, it's like, and that's part of you expanding not just your consciousness, but your physical body as well. Because at time you're gonna have to feel like I know for me, I feel like cosmic at times. But all that is, it's the it's it's the vibration field, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's and but just so you guys know, but also, you know what I'm saying, like when you put your heart into your work, man, like the benefit of that is just so fucking. I mean, it's limitless. You know what I'm saying? Not only, it allows you to become your best version. You know what I'm saying? How can you when you become your own satisfaction, how do you compete with the Joneses, man? You don't have time to hate on other people. Like it's not like even if I wanted to, like well, even for me to want to, but it's like I would need to have time to do that because I also understand for me to be me, nobody else can be around, baby. Listen, man, that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is helping you to be you, and that's all anybody could do too. So like because it allows you when you do that, like the outside result doesn't matter. That's what the Buddhists are talking about when they're talking about detachment. So it's almost like you become in the world but not of the world. That's what I was talking about. I'm in my body but I'm not limited by it. At this point, when you have those self fulfillment, When the result doesn't matter, I mean, it is appreciated, but regardless of what, you know what I'm saying, but the foundation is good. When your foundation is solid, when you stand for something, come on, man, you already know it. How do you lose? You cannot lose. Even if you want to. In fact, choosing you, that's why you never lose when you choose you. Because even if you don't win, you're going to learn. Meaning you're going to have something that is adding to you that was not at the level that you were before. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's why when you understand that, even when you're going through that, that's when now when you have or you when you adopt that Godhead mentality now, you technically are purifying your environment. That's when now you're turning all difficulties into opportunities. I know for me, when a lot of stone was thrown at me, I built a house with it. When they think it's gonna fuck me up, I raise up on it. Like this shit's crazy. It's like the harder they come, the harder they fall. Try me if you want. You know you try me if you want. I guarantee it's always gonna be the same result. If not worse for you. You know I guarantee you that, man. Know where you at, stranger. You know what I'm saying? But again, adopting that Godhead mentality, you are purifying your whole fucking environment. You changing, like you got to be the change you want to see. That's when now, as they say, what I'm saying, to the pure, all is pure. When you fully become whole, like when you understand, like you are the reward, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's like fuck the blessings. I'm the blessing. It's me. When you get that though, oh listen, your whole environment's gotta change. And to me, that's what I call adopting a Godhead mentality. And when you put yourself on that frequency, listen, man, like everything, I mean, you technically turning water into wine. You walking on water now. Because now that's when you turn anything that is negative into something positive. Doesn't mean you ignoring it, but you have a better, like when we talk about having a positive outlook on shit. And that's how you change your reality. That's how you change your world. That's technically the way you do it. I mean, this is it. Like, I mean, Nick, there you go. Like, I gave you the recipe right there. Like, that's exactly what that is. And that's exactly how it takes place. And sometimes you will have to do you see it first and give it some time and watch your environment. You ask me how I know. Don't worry about it. That's none of your business. Mm-hmm. So again, like, and this is just to show you the amount of, I mean, the wealth of wisdom, in just that statement telling you to put your heart into your work and never into the fucking rewards. Like, the benefit of that is just crazy. I mean, that's living a live free. Like it's live. It's that's how you put your best in, and yet you're not attached to it. That's freedom. That's what freedom is. That's truly being free, nigga. I'm being me. This is, and that's why every time I put up this, I show up over here, man. I'm always gonna give you 100% of me, meaning the true shit. Any fucking occasion I get. You know what I'm saying? It's always quality on this side, baby. It's never quantity, man. How are you looking at it? Huh? It's because that's what makes it. Listen, man. That's what it comes down to. It's not how much you see, man, but how you're looking at it. And when we're talking about the power of words, I mean, I mean, you guys got to start taking notes, man. It's how the shit is being said. Oh, listen, that's what the beauty is. Just the how, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's and that's what swag is all about. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know, you know. But again, going back to that statement, it's like there's so much in that statement, and for you to fully grasp it, you know what I'm saying? And although like I guess it didn't give you that closing statement. Why? Do you see what I'm saying? It's just telling you, you know what I'm saying, to put your heart whenever on that. It almost sounds like a law or a principle, which I do, I mean, agree and certainly understand. But for me, I was expecting, or maybe that's why I'm here. Because you never put it on your reward. I mean, because if that's the case, you're gonna be disappointed. Because in life, listen, man, and that happens to all of us. You're either gonna be overrated or underrated. But the only difference is it's only if it's you. You know what I'm saying? Like the Fugees is one of the fucking underrated hip hop fucking band ever to me. Well, I mean, I might be biased because I'm Haitian myself, but I mean, but for what I see, besides that, I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how many rappers do you know that plays a guitar and the way that nigga does it too? I mean, this nigga be walking the line to me. I see this nigga do some Prince shit. This nigga Wyclef is a genius, nigga. You know that? But I don't think people look at this nigga that way. You know what I'm saying? I guess maybe, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, nigga, this nigga's a genius. Like, I mean, again, a lot of people are fucking underrated, but that's life. You, you're gonna have that. But I'm saying that to say, as long as you being yourself, nigga, you always gonna be okay. You always gonna be fulfilled. And ironically, you know what I'm saying, it comes the respect that some people are looking for. I mean, when you find yourself, you automatically get it too. Because, like they say too, you want to be respected, you got to respect yourself. You see how the shit. Damn, man. How do you. I mean, that's why. And I got some shit coming because I'm putting this shit together. That's why the whole idea of us even, devaluing ourselves, it's like we're living in our mind. It's not even a factual shit, meaning it doesn't make sense in your reality. Because everybody in the reality that we're living in who became successful, technically these niggas done made it, and they're like, yo, hey people, you could do it too. Believe in you. Because I got here by believing in myself. That's what those Denzel Washington motherfuckers are doing. You know what I'm saying? Giving you those quotes. Oh, niggas, you know what I'm saying? The words of encouragement. Not to give up. Never give up. Never give up. Never give up. Never give up. And that's what I'm telling you too, baby. Your boy done made it. Nigga, we going Hollywood, nigga. But is it really all good? Pity, Diddy, what's up? Nah. Let me stop on that. Let me stop. But you know what's crazy though? And I kind of love it, but I'm very careful because I never involve in it. It's like I kind of enjoy it from afar. Even when you're looking at a lot of kits that are being created after Diddy now, it's like people are so like emerge into other people's demise, man. It's just crazy. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about him being right or wrong. That's on him. But I don't think I need to like bash the motherfucker though. Like I don't want to be part of that. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I mean, I don't want to be part of somebody's downfall, man. You know what I'm saying? So although a lot of those kids are funny, I get to, I don't know, man. Like I know for me, even for my enemies too. You know what I'm saying? The enemies, the ones who try to listen, man. I don't even speak on their demise. The shit I see for these niggas too. That's why I don't even talk about it. What I see coming, because they can't see they don't know what I know. Only thing I can listen. It ain't gonna be me. Whatever you got going on, it ain't gonna be me. I could guarantee you that. Oh, this is for the books. But anyway, and that's what I'm gonna say about it. But going back to that point though, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Although I mean I watch it, it's funny, you know what I'm saying? I mean I don't, you know what I'm saying? What you eat don't make me shit. I see it. Oh, okay. That was funny though. But for me, as I'm laughing, I make sure I'm not involved in it though. Do you see, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not invested in it, I should say. And I try not to click on a lot of that shit too. But to me, I feel like the bigger message though, because this is all energy, because you got to understand the energetic field. Because every time you see something happening, right? You know, because that represents too, man. A lot of people are going down this year too, man. It's the year of karma. What you're seeing too, man. It's people that has a lot of shit that was hidden, and those are the things that's gonna come out now, man. That's what the message is to me, because as a psychic, you know, those are the shit that I look at, and the way it's being publicized. You know what I'm saying? That's the bigger message to me. So while you're looking at Didi, I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying, this is the time where a lot of people you're gonna see, you know what I'm saying. I know for me, you know, that's how I know too. My case it's near. Oh, listen, man, it's gonna be the beginning and the end for a lot of us. For a lot of us, a lot of secret that was hidden for years. Oh, it's that time, baby. Listen, man, like nobody gets out free, man. Everybody got to pay their own dues, good or bad. You got to face it at some point before you transition. And if not, if you come, like, listen, just listen. We all gotta, you gotta face what you do, man. You're gonna have to face the music at one point, consciously or unconsciously. What you don't know is always gonna get you, man. I mean, that's why, you know, the vibration never stops. It's around us. You know what I'm saying? You better wake up, soldier. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know for me, like you still gotta deal. You know, like a lot of us, we get to wake up in life. You know what I'm saying? After certain shit happens to you, right? And then you wake up. And then some of us, you know what I'm saying? You have blood in your hand. Other people, then you realize you're in jail, and then while you're in jail, then you had to process and go back to, oh shit. Then you become conscious of your actions, because a lot of us, we operate under that shadow self, and obviously because we're following the self image and all that shit, because you have not fully become whole. You haven't made that connection between your higher self and your lower self. Again, that's why it takes for you to go inward. That's why you have to be in alignment with you. The minute you're not in connection with you, you already missed the target. The minute you and the target got to be one. The second, not even the minute, the second. It's like you can even like budge, nigga. Like, nah, none of that. That's how much you got to stay on it. Oh, the target and the aim got to be one, baby. It's got to be one. So that goes to show you, man, like, not following, when you do shit for validation, the level of anxiety, the competition, and the actual fucking depression, what I'm saying, all that suffering like these people go through, what I'm saying, and that's what makes it that's why you're insane. Your only sanity is going to come from you being in total alignment with who you are. That's why you're always, the only way you're going to become sane is through you fully activating your spirituality, nigga. This is you doing your inner work. This is you doing your shadow work. This is you acknowledging your fear. But for you to do all of that, that's what we call, guess what? Your shadow work. Dealing with your wounded child. That's why we always say you gotta kill your parents too in the occult. And this is not obviously saying it literally, but what this is saying is for you to be you, nobody else can be around. Meaning, and shit, I got something coming up on that, so I'm not gonna talk too much on it. I mean, I have already talked about that too, but I got something totally different. A total way I needed to address it. But let me just say this. You know what I'm saying? Because they have such an impact on you. But is that impact is in alignment with how and what you're supposed to do? How's that impact helping you? And when it comes to that, it's either your parents are building you up, or they are literally destroying you. And that's what we see. And I'm gonna just say this because I got something, I got a work of art on that. But technically, too, that's what you see when you're talking about a 400 years of fucking slavery, too, right? Because the shit it's passing down. Because you know what I'm saying. If you don't renounce fucking abuse, most likely you're gonna pass it down. To stop the cycle is to say no to fucking self abuse, man. Meaning no to these motherfuckers. Now you gotta forgive them, obviously, because I mean they can't give you what they don't have, and that's when the compassion comes in. But you gotta let these motherfuckers go, and that's what killing your parents is. You see what I'm saying? Especially if these motherfuckers are fucked up, because we have this saying about oh, your parents and all that. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's not always, again, in the true reality. In reality, again, it's not always that way. A lot of your pain most likely came from your parents. That's why some of you may be fucked up. You can't you can't have a fucking good or a decent relationship. You know what I'm saying? Your dad wasn't around. Whatever the fuck it is. I mean, it's just to show you. We say one thing, but the reality of what we live in, though, it's not really it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. There's a certain level of maturity that comes with, I mean, you even being a good parent. You have to be a good person in yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna, you know what I mean? But anyway, I got a whole other stuff coming up on that, and this is all to say, it's again, you gotta become in alignment with you, because so many things, you know, has an impact on you. You know what I'm saying? And for you to be free, for you to become the person that you are, that's when embracing yourself comes in. But most importantly, again, to get back to what I'm saying, if you're not in alignment with yourself, then you're doing for other people, the anxiety, all the bullshit that you see in life, the level, the fucking the competition, the keeping up with the Joneses. That's what that shit is. That's the limitations. That's why people, what I'm saying, now you gotta wear Gucci, what I'm saying, for your self worth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And these niggas, they also understand that shit. That's why their shit are pricey. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is you living in your mind. This is all us. This is also reflecting how mental we all are. I mean, this world is. It's all mental. Even people acting that way is out of their, if it's. I mean, you can only go in life. You can only go as far as you know, and that's for everybody. So, but when you understand that, though, you understand you have to put the effort in you. I mean, it is your responsibility. I mean, because it's already taking work just for you to be you. Meaning, assuming you brush your teeth, you take a shower a day, like, oh, I mean, you eat, and then that's when now you become a little more conscious. Then you know what to eat and what not to eat. That's gonna fuck up your body. I mean, it's all consciousness, bro. I mean, do you get it? Like your survival kick. I mean, is your knowledge. It's knowledge. So for your well-being, for you to thrive, besides the water that I drink, the shit that I smoke, the pussy that I get, I gotta feed my mind. And God wants you and you need God. God needs you and you need God. I mean, I apologize if I make it sound a little too simple. But I mean, but that's what they're saying. I'm just letting you know. Because to me, because I listen to a lot of other guys too. You know what I'm saying? I listen to their wisdom and how they speak. And there's one guy I really admire, but I'm not gonna say his name. Like even the way he speak, like I could tell, like what I'm saying, like don't get it fucked up. I am a geek too. I mean, what the fuck? You think I'm talking about this shit without, you know what I'm saying? No, but it's also a whole other level of consciousness too, to have the ability of breaking what you understand down to where, you know what I'm saying, people you got to make the knowledge or fucking ordinary knowledge, because that's what it is. Unless if you're talking to other scientists, like for me, I get what the fuck he's saying, but I'm like, shit, does this nigga know he's talking to other niggas? Like, I mean, granted, I mean, he, not to say that he doesn't know. I mean, obviously, I'm watching it too. So that's why I know too. Like, just it's the same thing, right? So that's why I know I speak for the great listeners. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I try to make sure, you know what, if you're a great listener, you will appreciate it. Because I package it in a way that is so simple. Even a baby can do it. I got it. But anyway, everybody has their own style. But for me, I admire all of it, But yeah, man, like now the statement didn't cover the other side of it in terms of, what I'm saying, like if you don't, I mean, it's not even a fucking reward, because if you put something, put your heart into it, and then you expecting for other people validation at this point, now that's what it becomes. You know what I'm saying? Other people, how they respond to it, then you could see the problem. Do you see the danger in that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, why would you give your heart to other people to decide? Like, I don't know. That's what I call, like, that's crazy to me. You know, man? Yo, that's wilding. Not even that's wilding. That's wild, man. Like that's fucking like, and that's why you motherfuckers are insane. Like that's what insanity is. How do you know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to take care of your own heart? Like to a point where you're seeking for other people's validation. Now it's almost like you surrender your essence to others. You know what I'm saying? Now you know what I'm saying? They became your deity. No shot intended. All right, again, I mean, it was a low blow, But you know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling. That's just the nigga side of me. You know what I'm saying? That's inside. You know what I'm saying? Haiti nigga. But anyway, right? So, but that's dangerous though. Like it's like wow. I'm like, how do you do that? You know, how do you do that? Because now you are at other people's mercy. You laugh when they laugh, right? They're not laughing. You wanted to laugh. Oh, no, no, it's not funny. Man, you fall for everything. You know, you're literally falling for everything. How are you winning anything? It's a lose lose. You're not even satisfied. You're not fulfilled, and you depending on them. And even when you get their validation, I mean, you're still gonna have your little bit of conflict or anxiety because yes, people love you for it, but that's not really what you love. You know what I'm saying? That's like you know what I'm saying. You going, like to become a doctor, you study for 8 motherfucking 10 years, and then you don't love the shit. All you wanted to do was a fucking to be a musician. It's like, do you see what I'm saying? It's like it's a lost loss. Like you lost in all category. You got the money, yeah, but you're not truly happy. You act like you happy, but nigga, come on, man. It never worked that way. Net money never buy you fucking happiness. It might help you to put on a mask to show people that you're fucking happy. Oh yeah, he could definitely do that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but we all know that's why some people can't even stay with themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? Like some people can't even enjoy the company of who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like I know for me, shit. Come on, man. Like how can I embrace this God here, man, and not enjoying my presence? You know what I'm saying? Like people think, nah, man, it's the other way around. I never needed you. You thought you're like, how? What? No, nigga. That's why my presence means more. Me not being there means to you, but you not being in my life means nothing to me. Oh, I could guarantee you that. And you know it too. Stop. You know it. You see what I'm saying? It's like you could lie to yourself. Like me, I mean, shit. Don't matter. I'm living my truth. I live my truth, man. It is what it is. Do you see what I'm saying? And that truth, it comes with consequences. But yo, when you choose yourself, you never lose. Listen, you never lose. Trust me. It's gonna look like you're losing, but you're not losing. Trust me. Just go through the process. Then you realize, oh man, you getting better by the second without you even knowing. Choosing yourself, you never lose. I could tell you that right now, you never ever lose. There's no category that you're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Besides, you know what I'm saying, the outside doesn't even matter anymore. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why we say in life, you can always learn. You either win or you learn. Do you see what I'm saying? But also, it's to have the understanding, and that's how you transmute your reality. But you have to adapt that God had mentality. You got to learn how to see good and bad and good. Then you see it for truly what it is. Do you see what I'm saying? And the ability and the benefit in being able to see the good and bad is give you that flexibility not to judge by face value, because that's where the mistake comes in. The minute you judge any book by its cover, you fucked. Because it's never the cover of any fucking book that says what the book is. You hear me? I don't give a fuck what the marketing look like. So when they telling you never judge a book by its cover, you can never judge a book by its fucking cover. Because what makes the book is never what it looks like. So again, this is also revealing our essence, who we are, the reality that you're living in. And I'm going to talk about that when I talk about the matrix. I sent, blah, Mali.